veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey there, it is a Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome to the People's Patriot Project, and we've got your 6 at 6, not Shad Turner with you tonight. It's Andrea Eichmann again this week, and we want to welcome you to our show where we have got our regulars and a couple new people, and JT Thompson will be joining us from JT and the Gunslingers down in Rochester, New York. So we will meet him in a little bit. Gosh dang, welcome to the new year. We are so excited to start this. I don't know. What do? Do we make some new resolutions and move forward, or do we just move forward making things better? So let's do this. Take off your hat if you can, stand up if you can, and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
The United States of America. And to the Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And let's say hello to Michael Ledford from Puerto Rico and Roll Out PTSD. And can we say double thank you, Michael? I don't know if that was a New Year's gift that you sent us, but thank you so much for that. We've got Tammy with us, and thank goodness we got Tammy with us, because it's her notes that make this the podcast notes when we send it in. So Tammy, thank you. Happy New Year. I'm sure we're ready to roll tomorrow and all that good stuff. So, you know what? I didn't really do anything for New Year's. I visited my kids, JT, Isaac, and Carly. I visited them, and then I went to the neighbors for about 45 minutes, and then I said, I'm out, I'm old, I'm tired, I'm going to go home. And I did actually watch the ball drop, and that was about it. So, well, I watched it drop at 11, to tell you the truth, in New Orleans, I think is where they were, or Baton Rouge, I'm not sure. That's how much I was paying attention to that. But, Scotty, what'd you do for New Year's? Anything big?
I drugged myself and I was asleep. I'm surprised that I'm actually coherent. You can hear me through my nasaliness because I've been all congested and runny nose for the past couple of days.
No fun.
Hashtag not bid.
Yeah, I'm glad you're able to be with us tonight, at least. Yeah. How about you, Mark? Any big things on New Year's Eve?
Since Steven, my son, had joined the military, every year we try to, when he's home for Christmas and for the New Year's, if he's home for Christmas and New Year's, I try to go to like this culinary craziness. Like last year, I made beef Wellington, and this year we went all out on a seafood boil, and I think it turned out pretty good. No one complained. We'll just put it that way. And so I just learned, I don't know why. I mean, I'm as old as I am, right around, 30-something-ish. And
I'm 33. You definitely got a couple on me.
I just learned this black eyed pea thing. Do you guys know about black eyed peas?
Oh my
and
gosh, you are a pup. Oh my goodness, seriously?
Why am I just learning this stuff that you're supposed to eat those on the New Year's? Did you guys know that?
I don't think that's... Is that for us in the north? I don't know that that's for us in the north.
We didn't even do that down south.
No?
Really?
No.
I have no. Why black-eyed peas?
Yeah, what you
I
learn?
don't know. For some reason, and I've seen it in a couple places, like, just flooded. Like, I bet you I've seen it 6 times this year. And I'm like, okay, fine. Next year. Pork hocks, black-eyed peas, and collard greens. That's where I'm going. That's
Look it. Thank you, Derek. It is a Texas thing, he's saying. I don't know about everywhere in Texas, but...
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's something about the black-eyed peas brings in good luck or something like that. I have no idea. JT, what do you know about the South?
Stationed in Savannah, Georgia for my time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I know that. I know why you're at Savannah, Georgia. We'll get to hear part of that here maybe in the future. Brian Gibson, good to see you. Mr. Krutzinger, my goodness, guy. You are the guy we all need to follow, man. You need to slow down so we can catch up, just so you know. If you haven't seen what Bobby and Peggy Krutzinger do in this world, go check them out. An amazing mission. They are housing homeless veterans across the South by getting donated, refurbished, and reconstructed RVs and trailers. And it's amazing watching these. And that's not all they do. They feed them. They clothe them. Thank you, Peggy and Bobby Krutzinger, for the amazing mission you have down there. Blown away. I can't even keep up with you guys, and it's just fun to watch. And then we've got Brian Gibson with Operation, or I'm sorry, I did it again, Project Die Hard.
Oh my gosh,
I haven't done it for a
almost
long time. Haven't done it for a long time, and then I blew it up. Project Die Hard. Gosh, dang it.
And Krutzinger's cover Kentucky and Colorado too, and it's free. They do all of this straight out of the goodness of their heart and the donations from other people's good hearts. And Derek knows them, and gosh dang it, we love Texas too.
Derek brought them to us. He said, "Hey, check these guys out," and we can't even.
Yeah.
We're not worthy. An old Wayne. We're not worthy.
Well, let's hear about JT's New Year's Eve. Did you play on New Year's Eve, JT?
Yeah, I played a small town called Manorville.
Yeah.
Played a little podunk saloon. It's always a blast.
Those are always the best.
Yep.
Wait, is that the saloon? Do they have the upstairs? It used to be a. Is that the one that used? Oh.
It's just a one-level small town bar. It's one of our favorites to play across the country.
Andrea thinks she knows every saloon in the state of Minnesota.
We used to do this bar hopping thing. Yeah, I thought it was the one that used to be a brothel that upstairs is haunted.
We used to do this bar hopping thing.
Dude, when we were younger and we did all this volunteering, and then that was the reward, was the bus trip to the bars, not in your own town because you don't want that stuff. So, good times.
Yeah.
I have not yet been down to see JT play. It's been on my list. I push, yes, I want to go every time I see a concert that I think I can make, or where you're playing, and I think I can make it. And so there you go. There's one New Year's resolution for me. I will make it down there.
He's always doing these GQ photo ops all over the place. I'm watching them. It's like the gray, sexiest fox on earth, I think. That's the new handle he's going with.
Well, I am a single man. I got to advertise.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Well, we love taking everything serious here and making sure that we're 100% taking care of our brothers and sisters. But I'd like to introduce to you a new person in Camp WP3. We have Miss Nikki Flowers with us tonight. And hopefully for many, 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 many more nights in the future. Nikki has decided that she would like to be part of the People's Patriot Project board and part of some of our programming. And she's been in my life
a long damn time.
40 years. 40 of my 30 years.
I was going to say probably 35 maybe.
I mean, I'm sure I pulled your pigtails or something back in the day as your.
Don't. And then you made a comment earlier. Let's just stop right there. Just introduce her and let's move forward.
Sometimes Mark does happen to say things without thinking them through first.
That's
You need to
That's
realize
been for 35 years.
everything I say is calculated. There is a message behind everything I say.
Yeah, but
I promise.
on that calculator it says error though. Is the problem. Calculator's broken.
So Miss Flowers comes from my hometown of Cody, Wyoming. She is the sister-in-law of one of my best friend from high school. Both Navy vets, and me and Nikki had the awesome opportunity to sit down and have a heart-to-heart the last couple of weeks, and she said this is just something I really want to be involved with. And we welcome you. Thank you, Nikki. She's hit the ground running. Some of the things we got planned. Maybe I should just straight up, JT, what do you got planned on the 4th of July?
4th of July, I have 3 shows.
See, I knew it.
Well,
I knew it. Told you,
We're
Peterson.
going to have to, don't, money talks and chicken poop walks. That's what I say. There's no promises or guarantees. I'm just, let me like twist a little thought into your head. What would you think of playing the rodeo capital of the world for a 5-day concert set?
I'd be down.
That's in quotes, by the way.
Right. That's a hang on a minute. But
It would include toughest bowls. It would include 2 championship rodeo days and Stampede, the Cody Stampede. Well, we're working on it. We'll see what happens. But it sounds like you're already booked, so I guess we'll just have to go.
It'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
It'd be something I'd look at, see what I can move around. Actually, it's not like
Absolutely.
shows. Yeah, they're booked, but they're not big events.
We haven't, and we're not introducing you yet, just so you know. We're just including you in the conversation. Ryan Schultz, good to see you, brother. I think JT and his Gunslingers are probably going to be one of the top country musician groups in the Midwest in this real near future. You probably already are, right?
We do well in the upper Midwest. There's things in the works that I am putting together for 2022 that will put us to the level that we were just about at before COVID hit.
Sure.
And then it kind of knocked our dicks in the dirt and set us back at least 2 years.
dang, I hate that.
And that was icky for a lot of people. I think we know a lot more today than what we did know then, and let's just tip the spear, baby. Let's go knock stuff out of this stuff. That's what I say. Whatever.
You just said it now. You
Oh,
haven't
we
said
just
it.
lost.
No.
Nikki.
Oh, shoot. And Ryan Schultz is saying hi. And hey, JT, we'll bring this up. And Scotty, I know you're going to love this one, but February 26th, and don't write that day down yet, but February 26th, we're doing an ice fishing outing, free to veterans and first responders, and we're trying to put a team together. We did it last year, and I take a lot of flack from my husband because he thinks that I don't like to ice fish, which I don't. But we had a blast out there last year.
Here's part of the problem. She's fought this thing tooth and nails and shares how scared she is to go out on the
I
ice.
hate the ice.
And the first thing she does last year is start whipping cookies in front of her husband out on the ice in her new Jeep. So why would you ever think anything was...
I hate the ice. I hate the ice.
Yeah.
I do. Well, here's what I think. I think it's because he tries to get me to go like Lake of the Woods and Winnebagosh and those huge places where you can't see the shore, and it freaks you out. And this little tiny lake we were at last year, we cut... Oh, Tammy, thank you. February 12th. It's on February 12th. I could see all the houses around, and the road was right there, and I never left the road, and if anything cracked loud, I would have been gone in a second. Gone. So... There's a dude that was there that was selling lures, and we have a whole bunch of lucky lures for catching those walleye down there. Ryan, we don't know yet. They spread it out on many lakes. We were in Waconia last year, and so I don't even know if I can request. All I've gotten so far is just the invite
to set it up. So, but I will for sure. You'll be one of the first to know, Ryan, because we would like you on our team, even though you can't have your cool boat out there with its cool.
Shouldn't we have someone that knows how to fish though?
Oh, so not Ryan. Not Ryan. Shoot,
I'm just
Ryan.
kidding.
My question is it going to be too cold to go ice fishing?
Oh heck no, no.
Well,
Last time I tried to
It's
come up,
3
it got moved 3 different times because it was too cold.
Yeah, it did.
I
It got
didn't think it
bumped.
was too possible to be too cold to go ice fishing.
oh, look at this guy.
I know, now he's got an ice castle and a really cool boat. Oh, right. Ryan, they did reschedule it, I think 3 times last year. It was like cold like it was today and tomorrow. And I don't know if they'll reschedule it like that again. It was really cool. These people just kept coming in with their ice castles and their homes. They're like, do you have any more veterans? Can we get anyone else in here? Does anyone need equipment or lures or bait or anything? And they cater to the guests that we bring out there. So Tammy for sure inside. They did the interviews outside though. We were on StreamYard with the whole group, and it's hard to keep talking when it's really cold, but it worked.
You know what goes good with the ice castle? A nice big hot pot of chili. That works really nice in an ice castle. Keep everyone's tummies warm.
Suggestions there. Hey, I'm thinking it looks like JT's ready to play something, and I'm sorry if you're listening, we didn't get a chance to talk to JT right away or before we started. And so, do you have something lined up, JT?
As far as
Something to play and sing for us?
I can do that. I don't even have to have a reason.
Awesome. Any stories behind what you're going to play?
This one I wrote in Afghanistan, my 04 tour. And my son was born while I was gone. And so, I don't know, I wrote this song for him, and then he was born, and then that day was a 7-day long mission on the west side of Afghanistan.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear my guitar. Let me know levels, because I'm using this is my studio room, so it's plugged into an interface, and it's set up for my recording software.
Sounds great so far. What's the name of your song, JT?
Gone for So Long.
Oh, good. I think I listened to that earlier. Awesome.
And this will be out on the new album this year in 2022. It's one I haven't released yet because it's one of those that I hold close to the chest. So
Absolutely.
let me know if you can hear the guitar too, because my headphones, I can't hear myself very well.
We can hear you clutching on it.
Okay. Got my sword and pistol by my side, laying underneath another sleepless desert sky. Hope that this night won't be my last. The day I get back to you could never come too fast. Know that I'm not home and there's so much that I miss. I will make it all up to you, I swear, and promise this now. I gotta go, I gotta get out of this place, so I can hold you in my arms and touch your face. Know you, but you don't know me. I've been gone for so long, fighting for the home of the brave, the land of the free. Worlds apart, so this story goes. How can I ever explain what I do here? God only knows. I can only pray today that you'll understand why I had to go away and put my life on the line in a foreign land. I got you pictured, I can see a smile. Knowing that you're waiting for me makes this fight worth all the while. Now I gotta go, I gotta get out of this place, so I can hold you in my arms and touch your face. Know you, but you don't know me. I've been gone for so long, fighting for the home of the brave, the land of the free. Counting down days till I catch that freedom bird. One last phone call home, your voice is the best thing I ever heard. My time is done, so I go walking home. Can't wait to be with you, God, it feels like it's been so long. Clouds rolling in, now the sun is down. Out comes another sleepless desert sky, and I'm laying on the ground now. I gotta go, I gotta get out of this place, so I can hold you in my arms and touch your face. Know you, but you don't know me. I've been gone for so long, fighting for the home of the brave, the land of the free. I've been gone for so long, fighting for the home of the brave, the land of the free.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be 17 years next week.
Wow.
Really?
He's a grown dude now, huh?
Yeah, he is. So now he feels the wrath. I'm sweet
Yeah,
when he was
that's-
born. Now I'm just Staff Sergeant Thompson to him.
So, who the hell are you? I mean, we don't even know who you are, man. I mean, tell us your story. Where are you coming from? Who? JT Thompson.
Yep.
From southern Minnesota.
Yep.
Served in the Army. I know these pieces, but served in the Army.
Small town farm kid, joined the Army. Was at 1st Ranger Battalion down in Savannah, Georgia. Spent 12 years in, and then I was just about up for enlistment after my last tour, and my son asked me never to go away again. He was 3. So then I got out after 12 years. That was in 08.
Yeah.
That was 08.
So, served in 75th Ranger Regiment and also in the 35th Infantry Division in the National Guard for a stint.
Mm-hmm. And you play in a band, don't you?
Yep, full-time musician. We have a band called JT Singers, and I just opened up my own classic car restoration shop.
That is way cool. That's got to be some busy, busy times right now.
It is. It's I found a little niche of a business. I've been in it for 3.5 years as far as building cars. Just went out on my own in November.
Wow. I think I saw your post on that. That is pretty cool.
It's fun.
I think you were doing that when we met you, when you had kind of just gotten into it a bit.
Yeah, I was just starting to learn. And that would have been 3 years ago in August. So about 3.5 years I've been actually in the business and working on cars.
Well,
I wouldn't want to plant any seeds, but we still have that upholstery guy that I don't think would have any problems. When we first met, he was kind of not in the place of wanting to move, but I think he, if he knew he could be full-time upholstery and doing classic cars and motorcycles and boats, I think there would be a conversation there. And
His work is amazing. I looked at his work and tried to get him up here for that shop I was at before I opened mine.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out. You know, everybody's got their own things going on in life, but he went to Wyotech,
Yeah.
and the dude is phenomenal.
He was working on something just the last couple weeks, I think, that he was sharing. It was very intricate stitching pattern. It was pretty cool. But he does a little bit on the side. The guy can't. He needs to take a little time off. He's got 2 young boys too, and then his daughter's a middle schooler. So he's got a lot going on. But his work is amazing. It really is.
That I want to go back to the song. I think that's a piece that everyone says, "Oh, look, there's our clean cut all American dudes and dudettes going off and protecting our country." And I think one of the things we always forget is the fact that there are relationships that are built before and after our deployments, before and after our enlistments, and that's a gigantic, huge piece to balance through all of those pieces. How did you manage with some of that stuff being over in the dirty dirt?
Well, I have a great support system back here, so that was the key. Between my parents and his mother's parents, they picked up the job, and I could focus on mission. So that made my job easier. I mean, it was rough getting to hear him be born on a phone in the middle of a fire base in western Afghanistan, and then immediately going on a mission that lasted 7 days. But other than that, I mean, I had good support back here. That's what made it possible, because
That's awesome to hear.
in Ranger Regiment, we got to focus so intently on what we're doing. I mean, as in any unit, but ours is so damn intense. It's if your mind's elsewhere, it's going to be a bad day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and that's one of the pieces we try very hard to, even within our organization, to make sure that we are supporting those that support, and those support personnel of family, ma's and pa's, and wives and girlfriends you're a critical part of the mission. If you're not doing your jobs, it's really hard for our service members and our first responders to do their jobs. So, again, I will constantly say thank you to all those who understand that you are a pivotal part of making sure that mission gets done. And that song is so. I know you haven't released it. I know you're holding it tight. I think some of our service members need to hear songs like that to realize, there's a lot that are in the same boat or in the same situation, and it's the great side of the story is, we get to talk, and 17 years later, you went through that moment, wrote that song, and now you get to put your paws on I'm assuming big dude. You're kind of a big dude. I know I got a big dude, but
Yeah, he's got me dwarfed.
Does he?
The only thing that keeps him in check is he knows I'm a Ranger, so he doesn't want to mess with that. Yeah, he's 6'3", about 300 pounds, and I'm sitting at like 5'11", 250 right now.
Oh yeah, he's got you, Bob.
Oh my god. Yeah, and he lets me know when we're in the kitchen. He starts doing this shit, and it's like, dude, you ain't got the attitude. You don't have the mindset, so don't even try it.
It is kind of, because mine's 6'4", and I was 6'2". I didn't think he'd ever catch up to me, and he's built right, but I have wisdom on my side, and he just doesn't realize. I don't know if he's afraid of hurting me. That might be the case. But I'm not afraid of hurting him. So that's I'm willing to go that next step to make sure that I'm in an okay place. And so
that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. You and your. It wasn't a really sad day for me when my kids. That's natural, right? Your kids are going to be taller than you. They don't mess with mom, but they have lived for that day, because then they weren't far.
There's always a day in a young man's life where we try to take on the old man. It's almost a rite of passage. Mm-hmm. Mine was in seventh grade when I tried to take on my old man, and all I saw was ground sky. And then his buddy was standing there. He's like, "You done yet?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so."
Yes.
And my friends are standing there, and they're like, "You're full of grass stains." I'm like, "Yep, that hurt."
Yeah, so do you ever go back and do it again, or you just let it be? Is that
No, I let it be after that because, well, obviously my mentality went to a different place as an adult. And Dad's like, "I'm glad you didn't choose to do this as an angry older man." Like, yeah.
I think mine even tried to do that to me at one point. I remember we were sitting in the car and I had told him something he didn't want to hear, of course, and he was like very angry and he did this, and I was like, "Do it, dude, because it'll be your only time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "I might be smaller than you, but I will still take you out."
I might have been smarter than all of you in the fact that I never tested the old man. And my kid likes to tickle my feet, which sounds really funny because he'll wrestle me down, and I'm like, "You're a weirdo, man. Stay away from my freaking feet." That's we're grown ass men, man. Stay away from my feet, you freak.
And I didn't step up toe to toe with my dad, but I remember we were in the car and I said something. I don't remember what it was, but I never repeated it again. I know because he just rushed over and popped me right in the jaw, and that was the end of it. While he was driving, didn't even miss a beat.
See, he wasn't abusive. But I think he just made sure he made sure I knew where my spot was all the time, and miss that guy. So, Andrea, you got anything in the news? It was short. We don't have much, do we?
No, it was a short week, but let me, I read a really good story on, so let me just remind everybody, because I know Mark brings this up every once in a while, but people always want to say, you signed up for this. You knew what you were getting into when you signed up and all that good stuff. And so let me just remind everybody that first responders are always on the front lines, always working to save lives, protect communities across the nation. And I just want to say the holidays aren't veteran and first responder friendly. Let's just leave it at that. They give up family life. They give up holidays. They give up so much for us. They put their lives out there to save ours in fire, law enforcement, emergency medical service personnel, and of course our military is always out there willingly serving, making those sacrifices and representing us around the world. And then I found this really short story that a first responder, he happens to be a firefighter, just shared a little bit about what can be done to make it seem a little more holiday-ish on the actual days. And so, well, what he said is our families are used to it. Someone is always working on Christmas. You just work around it. His name is Captain Kent Nordland. These guys are kind of like extended family, though I would never say that in front of them. But we have the other stations coming down. We have the deputies coming down. We just kind of build out our own holiday here as best we can. For these Delta Township firefighters, although they are away from their families, they're still making the most of the day in other ways. There are definitely some downsides. Obviously, we're away from our families. Everyone here has family on the outside, but on the inside here at work, we're also with family, said firefighter and paramedic Kyle Jeffers. It's not exactly the same as cozying up by the fire while watching movies, but instead, we bring Christmas to the station. We literally have 2 pots of chili in the kitchen going, so then if people get busy, they can come and go and still get something to eat as we give each other holiday greetings. So there's your chili, Peterson, keeping them warm. But just so we keep that in mind. I mean, they are, well, of course, on our New Year's Eve, I think it was, there were, wasn't there shootings at the Mall of America? A live shooter, active shooter, right at the Mall of America, which is probably a little closer to me than Peterson. But somebody's always got to be up to something. And so our first responders have got to be out there on their toes and ready to be on the go. So
yeah, I saw an awesome quote that we by policy we're not allowed to state the quote, because of some of the connotations it may have, and we decide to kind of float straight down the middle and making sure that we're accommodating all those that are in need. So you won't hear political messaging in our show. You won't hear us backing or supporting candidates, ideologies, any of that. We're here to save lives. We're here to take care of those on both sides. And so even though it might be funny between us in a personal conversation, we just don't lay that stuff out here. Paul Hedstrom, it's good to see you, brother. Sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh, I don't like seeing that or knowing that. But Brian Gibson, he's commenting, watched my brothers do, and then I took my shot. What was I thinking? Yeah, you always got to do.
Watching your
you got to learn.
Ass handed to them by their old man. If I had older brothers, I'd have watched that and been like, I'm gonna learn from their mistakes because I don't need
absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, no, there must be something else that was like, no, I think I'm going to be the one, right? I'll be the one. I can get him.
A pivotal lesson that I've learned being an educator, here's this is, I've allowed my students to learn to make mistakes. But if you don't learn from your mistakes, that's where the problem comes. Go ahead and make the mistake, learn from the mistake, and then it's just this novel idea. I guess I never decided to take that leap, and it worked out. It worked out for me. So, I'd like to do a little quick shout out. We have a couple that is worked with WP3 right now, and from what I understand, we have a brother that's struggling a little bit. He's in the hospital. He's intubated and going through some processes. We want to lift Denny Davis up to you, and just you're in our thoughts, brother. Kick this thing and let's get back to work, okay, bud? Just want to make sure we're lifting our brothers and sisters up. And when I'm saying that, this is the perfect time. We cringe every time we say this, but I think it's an important part of our message. And I do say this, and I say it knocking on wood. Since we started the People's Patriot Project in our network, we have not lost one of our brothers and sisters to suicide in our network. And we are ecstatic about that. It breaks my heart to think that someday that might come to an end, but we are excited by it. And there's a reason why we have been, call it pride, Patriot Pride, that's what I'm going to call it. We believe in building relationships. We believe in creating experiences. We believe in including everyone in the conversation. And we've had some pretty tough conversations. Me and Scotty have gone at it a little bit over words, and at the end realized we both became bigger and stronger in thought and brain, just through our relationship. And there's nothing wrong with dealing with that stuff. Find someone. This is where I say do your buddy checks. Reach out. I've seen some people struggling. Holidays tend to be the toughest times. I've seen some struggles out there. I've done the reach outs. I don't know personally. My heart's with anyone who's lost anyone through this and has joined the ranks of the 22. But right now, again, this is the time to reach out to those who, if you think they're strong, you better reach out to them too. And that's a big part of our message. Make sure that we're taking care of those support units as well, like we were talking earlier with JT about those people that are supporting our veterans and first responders as family members and spouses and partners. Reach out to them as well. That's what we do. Make sure, buddy, check it. You got another one lined up, JT?
I got as many as you want.
Well, we didn't plan for the concert series tonight, but if you want to roll with it, man.
There's one time I played 8 hours straight without repeating a song.
I just
Oh my
saw your
gosh.
post. You're done doing that. I saw your post.
I am. So what I got started in is I've been fortunate in this business. There's a band called Blackberry Smoke out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I became friends with them at the beginning. And I played most of their songs through our set when I first started this seventh year of JT and the Gunslingers. I never wanted to be a bar band. Never did. There's plenty of bar bands out there, and it's fun to do, and it's a paycheck, but that's never my goal. To play Mustang Sally and Sweet Home Alabama night after night, I'd rather not do it. So what happened through the course of all this is that it was my full-time job and my only means of income, so we had to take those gigs. We had to do the 4-hour shows and play all the covers and try to squeeze in our stuff in between. Well, with the new year, and I went through a hard lesson with my heart again, because the only thing that can derail me from anything I do is a woman. And because I end up putting all my heart and soul into them, and
That's historical, brother.
Yeah,
Adam and Eve, Cleopatra, all of them.
So with the car shop that I opened after she left, and then everything that's been going well in the last 3-4 months, it's time to get back to my main goal of music and what I wanted to do. And that's, we're going to be on tours. I want to come back. I want to go down to Texas with the Josh Abbott band. We were looking at a tour before COVID, and there's plenty of avenues, and I have the contacts. It was just a matter of income at that point. So no more bar band gigs. We'll play bars, but we're going to have an opening band, and you're going to get an actual show. Opening band, our stuff, and choice covers that we like.
That's awesome.
It's always good to focus on yourself.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like Mom said, she says it to me every time. She goes, "You level up every time you get dumped." I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to do.
I mean, she's really trying to make it sound positive. She is. That's
her
positive
but she's
gift.
a short, feisty Italian Ukrainian lady that
awesome.
Definitely speaks her mind.
That sounds like kryptonite.
Oh, and she's interesting. I'll give her that. This one's a Reckless Kelly song. I really dig this song. It's got a lot of value in the lyrics of just thinking over life and everything. This is called Wicked Twisted Road. My first love was a wicked twisted road. Hit the 1,000,000-mile mark at 22 years old. Never saw a rainbow, much less a pot of gold. My first love was a wicked twisted road. My first love was a castle in the sky. Never thought I'd make it till I had the guts to try. Sat up in my tower while the whole world passed me by. My first love was a castle in the sky. My first love was a fearless driving rain. Scared to death I thought I'd never see her face again. They say God was crying, so I guess he felt my pain. My first love was a fearless driving rain. My first love was a wild sin from night. Ran out with the big dogs, guess I had more bark to fight. May have won that battle, but in the end I lost the fight. My first love was a wild sin from night. My first love was an angry, painful song. Wanted one so bad I went and did everything wrong. Lesson in reality would come before too long. My first love was an angry, painful song. My first love was a fearless driving rain. Scared to death I thought I'd never see her face again. They say God was a crime, so I guess he felt my pain. My first love was a fearless driving rain. My first love was a wicked twisted road. Hit the 1,000,000-mile mark at 22 years old. Never saw a rainbow, much less a pot of gold. My first love was a wicked twisted road. My first love was a wicked twisted road. My first love was a wicked twisted road.
Yep, I can see why you like that one. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a lyricist, so I've had, like I said, I've been fortunate in this business. Midwest CMAs, I've been nominated for Songwriter of the Year twice, and the Maverick Band, which is I have a very, I don't know if it's a flaw, but I have to do things my way, not the way other people are doing them. So that's that was that award nomination. But I love lyrics. I'm a lyricist, so.
Where does the Midwest CMAs take place?
Medina Entertainment Center.
Oh, it does.
Yep.
Very cool.
I
And
did not know that.
that includes, right now, it's just the upper Midwest of Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota is what it extends to. I think we might have a couple members in Missouri, but I can't be for sure on that. And they just came out with when the award show is. It's in February. I just saw it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's the end of February, like the last weekend. That's what I'm guessing. It's in the 20s.
Do you ever get a chance to get out and listen to other musicians?
I will now that I'm going to this different format, because I was never able to for the last almost decade, because I'm doing, well, it was 50 shows every 4 months was our average. So I'm doing 10 to 15 shows a month.
Sure.
And everybody's usually playing on a Friday and Saturday because that's the Midwest's most popular. Unless you got a nice name that you can do a Wednesday show, you're playing Friday, Saturday because nobody's coming out on Wednesday, and especially at our age, or my age, I'm 43. I don't even go out on a Friday. Like last night, I was like, huh. Oh, yeah, you guys want me to come out? I'll let you know. And if I say I'll let you know, I ain't coming out.
No, it's the drag there. Yeah. No, it ain't happening.
Well, and you'll know if I want to be out. I'll be like, yeah, I'll be right there.
You'll be the first one in line.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll be like, don't want to hurt your feelings, but.
Thanks for asking. Don't stop asking. That's cool.
But I will be able to see more musicians and more of my peers, just because what I'm doing right now. I was just we played with the lead singer of Saving Abel. His name's Scotty Austin. We did that in November, and talking with his bass player. And all these people, all these rock bands are coming out of Nashville now. Like my friends from the band Waylon that I just met, Chris Stapleton heard their last album, told them to get their butts to Nashville, and they've been up the chain in the rock industry. And so now I'll be working with them also. But Nashville's the hot spot right now, and I'm not talking Broadway and Second Avenue either. That's the tourist cover band area, which is fun. It's a blast down there, don't get me wrong. There's so much more to Nashville than just Broadway and Second Avenue.
Oh, we have been so gifted, and this is probably a part you don't know. It's just because we've been doing this over the last 2 years, the relationships we've got to build with musicians. We've been down to Nashville twice this year to see musicians, and it's just been a blast. And you're 100% right. If you get the chance, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to do a shout out and a commercial real quick here. Bold Patriot Brewery. You will never find another brewery in this country like this place. It's in Nashville. Amazing ownership, amazing message. Just as you're pouring back the pints, and they would take you in a heartbeat to do a show down there, bud. I can get you the Todd Hood.
Yeah, get me the contact down there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And, be more than happy to. But the reason I brought that up is the guy from Maryland and the guy from Scotty Austin's band. He's like, well, what have you been doing? And I told him, I'm like, dude, you don't like it. I can tell. Because when we open for him, we do our stuff, and it's more passionate, and you can feel it.
Sure.
When I hit the cover songs, they're just like, you're not excited about that one. I'm like, no. He goes, well, you got to do what you're going to do now. He goes, but it's going to be slow. So right now, we're looking at one show a month.
Sure.
In this new format, because it's going to be different, and I have to build. I got to get rid of my bar band stigma, and now I have to build the original list, our set list. We got a ton of originals. I got to build that up and make that popular instead of Sweet Home Alabama. But,
Right. No. That's cool. That is cool. We'll be following even more closely, I think, is what we'll do, and help get the word out there. You let us know when you want and how you want. So
no problem. It's taking this month. We're recording a new album, and our next show is actually February 26th, so I won't be able to go on the fishing trip.
it's not. It's actually 2 weeks before that.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. February 12th.
Oh my gosh.
I did give the wrong date.
He thought he had it out.
But I'm going to watch him carefully when he answers. If he says, yeah, I'll let you know. Or if he says, yes, I will be there.
Yeah.
The camera was down.
Maybe.
We see a bunch of backpedaling going on. Right? I mean, yeah.
It was
So it's on the
I
12th.
think-
I will put that in the calendar.
I might show up.
Well, maybe we need to put a stage out there. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Oh my gosh.
That playing on the ice out in the open.
No, it'll be warm.
Oh, to me.
We know. Scotty can bring all those tower heaters and set them up. It'll be great.
Well, we did a Super Bowl show when it was in Minneapolis. It was 10 degrees.
No, forget that.
And in the tent that we were playing on, it was 25. Like, it was not cool. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't cool.
No, it's cold is what it was. Brr.
In October, on October 22nd, we did a Come Out of the Storm event where we had, it just happened, all of them were from Texas. We had Dom Kurz, Jen Ford, Doug Lane is from Utah. Who am I missing? BJ Leggett. They came up and they played for our fundraiser. And I'm out there in my shirt, like t-shirt and Hawaiian shirt, just enjoying life. And it's probably about 40, 30, dipped down to 30s. These guys weren't having it. They're just like, they're needing hand warmers. Scotty's running around with those porch towers trying to keep people warm. It was pretty fun.
It was fun.
And
we had these little itty bitty square heaters sitting in front of them. There was no feeling.
Not any heat at all.
No, they did great. I thought they were good.
They were good. They were doing awesome all the way up until somehow we ran out of gas.
The generator was done.
So these two young people below us, JT, are in charge of WP3 Radio. It's our independent radio station. You got to flip it around there, Nikki. There you go.
It was backwards.
All we play are veteran and first responder musicians and what we call Patriot players, like Way. We would play Way now because Way Jennings, and we would play, and I definitely would need to get you guys on there. And again, we are all 100% monetized and royalty paying radio stations, so we would like to get you hooked up on there when we get a chance. And who does your booking for you? You?
I do.
You do.
Yeah, everybody I've ever put my faith in, if it's not a big booking agency, has let me down. So I find that most people in this industry want to attach themselves with a name or an up-and-comer, but they don't want to do the work to help out. Like my current social media manager is going to get a talking to because he's been dropping the ball. I love him.
Mine too.
Don't say that. Shh. We don't. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook too, JT. So I'm gonna watch for the.
Yeah, he's got it.
fall.
Like I said, I'm a very emotional dude. I never used to be in Ranger Battalion. Like my soldiers today. They're like, who is this? I remember this big badass named Biggie in Ranger Battalion. I don't know who this hipster with all these emotions JT is. I'm like, oh, you little bastard.
It's when you put those sparklies on your pockets. That's when that happens, man. That's
And And you got, oh yeah, the stitching all the way. Yep.
I don't have stitches.
That's
I don't have those. I do
You
not.
have pretty pants.
I don't have pretty. I've never paid over $50 for a pair of jeans in my life.
I love that.
But
Oh, shoot.
I put a big post out on social media on my personal stuff that there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings in 2022 because I'm going to zero in and focus on what I need to do to make my life successful and not make people feel better about my actions. If they have a problem with what I do, that's on them.
absolutely.
That needs to become the norm, honestly.
It does.
Well, I think we've allowed stuff to slide for so long, and I think it's been just a trend, and I don't think the last 2 years. Granted, I will not buy into any narrative that the media gives me about the last 2 years because it's about positive messaging. It's about moving forward. Nothing has changed in my life. I will continue to do what I do, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that have a lot of excuses for not doing what they need to get done. And they're using the last 2 years as an excuse. And I think it's time to recalibrate. We're going to recalibrate 22. And so
That's a great way to put it. It needs to be done mentally and just intrinsically with everybody. You just need to be true to themselves and not worry about other people. Do their thing. As long as you're doing no harm to somebody else, not harming yourself, and it's not illegal, go drive on with your bad self type of
absolutely. Derek Iozio, I am so sorry. I told Andrea not to send that down there, but she sent our winter blessings from Minnesota down to Texas, and so I apologize. If you guys want to come up here and wear out the weather, you're more than welcome to come up to Minnesota and get a taste of this before you're griping about what you got down there, brother. I'm teasing.
No, I heard on that. Maybe I breezed through the NFL channels today, and I heard Amarillo, Texas is really cold. I'm like, oh, I bet it is, as we're up here in our negative 32 degrees. Yeah. Yep, they're pretty cold, I'm sure.
Jen Ford said she got snow this morning, so awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
He's like on the Texas, Louisiana.
She's Eastern Texas, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so the People's Patriot Project is the opportunity to serve. It's an opportunity for those who want to continue to serve. It's an opportunity for those who never had the chance to serve. It's the chance to give back to those who have already given so much. If you have the time, if you have the resources, please reach out to us. We have a ton of things that need to be done and worked on. We're so excited for having JT Thompson on here with us today. I don't think he's going to go very far from us here in the near future. In the fact that we got our reins on him now. Once we get our claws on you, that's what happens. And so, awesome having Nikki with us. Thanks for showing up, Scotty. Everyone that commented on the show tonight, I see a new Victoria Francis. I don't recall seeing you logging in before. Thank you for being here. Paul Hedstrom, Greg Hanks, again, doing amazing things up north and taking care of veterans and others with his snow plowing. Thanks for all you do in that little small tidbit of a mission, taking care of others. If there's anything you would like to see us try to get done here, with the People's Patriot Project, reach out to us. Be part of the collaborative mission that we are and be part of the shock and awe. We're excited for the year 2022, and it's just going to get better as we go along. Again, thanks for everyone. JT, you got one to close us out on?
I do. I actually do. This one means a lot to me, and it's a Jason Isbell song, and it's called Cover Me Up, but it's affectionately in the JT and Gunslingers camp, it's been known as the Boots song because someone very special to me focused in on one lyric, and she always called it the Boots song. But honestly, if it wasn't for her being in my life at the time she was, I would have never started being a musician and been on this path. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I was not the man I should have been, but I learned a lot now. So I always like to play this song in honor of her, and we call it the Boots song, but it's called Cover Me Up. on the run, keeps a hand on the gun, can't trust anyone. I thought for sure what I wanted was home. Tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we threw off the pain. Such damage was done. I made it through. Somebody knew I was meant for someone. Girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house. I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up. Know you're enough to use me for good. When I tore off the dress in Richmond all high, when I sobered up and swore off that stuff never this time. No lover seen, I thought him to be me to help him get home. Home was a dream, one that I'd never seen till you came along. Girl, hang your dress up to dry. We ain't leaving this room till the mercy breeze breaks open wide and a river runs through and carries this house on its own like a piece of driftwood. So cover me up, know you're enough. Use me Girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help.